dive straight into it. Wormrot. So I have to tell you, right? I'm a huge Wormrot fan. I
Yeah.
actually remember buying Abuse when I lived in Poland. I had actually gone to
Mhm.
the Brutal Assault Festival, and someone had Abuse the CD before it kind of went mainstream, like in terms of earache and stuff like that. So
Uh-huh.
I'd already heard about them then, and cut forward to like few years now. I spoke to Vijesh from Wormrot, the drummer.
Yeah, the
We had
drummer.
him,
Yeah.
yeah, we had him on the podcast, and he was talking about his and like what I liked about the podcast is he didn't kind of reveal what the plans were. He said we're going to do something, and while I was setting this interview up with you, the announcement made that you're going to be on vocals for
Ah, yeah.
Wormrot. So, first of all, initial impressions of his. What did you think about it when you first heard it?
It's that. Well, I would say that it's a contender of album of the year.
Yeah.
It's a great album. It's such a huge variety of influences and sounds, and like it's a turn off the page to a niche subgenre that it's grindcore. It's
Hmm.
like I tend to, sometimes I maybe it's like a bit of my like insecurity. I read a lot the comments on YouTube,
Hmm.
and I was reading the comments of his. Everybody's writing that how much of a banger this album is, but there are some like this purist conservative grindcore old farts that say, "Oh, this is not grindcore. Only scum from Napalm Death is grindcore,"
Like, why
which
is there
also like
violin? Yeah.
Napalm Death is like one of the most avant-garde fucking
Yeah.
grindcore bands ever. It's like they keep evolving and they're on their
Yeah.
50s. It's like it's mind-blowing. But I think Wormrot is a band that really deserve what they have, and they deserve even more because, of course, they are not only great musicians, they're super cool guys, and the album is just amazing. Like violin solo, and like the changes, the influences, the dynamics between the songs, and like you listen to it from the beginning to the end, and you're like, wow, what was that? And that's the thing, like with most grindcore, it's just like 30 minutes, 20 minutes of intensity to the core, and that's it. You just like got hit in the face by a sledgehammer, and then you probably don't remember anything more than, wow, that was heavy. But with this album, you remember things because there are
Yeah.
a lot of melodies and a lot of textures that are making the album have a characteristic that stands out. Like my favorite songs are Sea of Disease, that starts with this like kind of ambient
Hmm.
hardcore octaves,
Yeah.
open chords, and then Glass Shards, the last one, that it's like kind of black metal with the violin solo by the end. It's like that's crazy. Yeah.
So tell me, how hard is it now when you're listening and realizing that you're going to be performing vocals on
Challenging.
that? I like how you gave a one-word answer. That was the grindcore answer.
Yeah, it's
So,
challenging. I mean,
so
it's challenging because you're performing something that was not written by yourself.
hmm,
So if it would be like, if I know the lyrics by heart, that I wrote them, then I know every line of it, then that would be way easier. But of course, I have to learn something that it's already challenging, written by very skilled musicians, and I have to perform up to the standards of what the fans want to see.
okay.
So, I cannot give the 90%. I have to give the 110% every day, every night. And I don't want to disappoint them either. I want them to make the tickets worthwhile and to enjoy the night and to have, say, wow, that was Wormrot still. It's not like this band performing Wormrot songs. It's like I want them to be satisfied with what they went to see. So that's the challenge to me. I want to give the best that the people deserve. But
Okay.
yeah, it will take a lot of practice.
So I have to ask you, right? And I know I should have asked this earlier, so I'll probably edit it. But so I have to ask you, how did the call come? I mean, I know they initially put out a Singapore call only, and then it expanded to the world. But
Yeah.
how did it reach all the way in Germany?
Mm, like we, like the grindcore scene is not that big. So it's like we all kind of knew each other, and ASEAN, the wife of Arif,
Yeah.
the vocalist, she was our agent for some time. And we went, when we played in Singapore, we hung out together. Also Marcus and Vishesh, they hung out together at Obscene Extremes, like they knew each other. And that was like, I don't know, I didn't really thought too much through it. I was like, I wrote Rashid an email and I was like, hey, what's up? This is Gabbo from Implore. Like, I'm not gonna send you an audition request because no, but like if you need any help, like I'm here, let me know. I love touring, I love the album. So if you need any help, I'm willing to do it. Oh yeah, let's cool. Let's do it. That was it.
Wow.
That
That
was
was
like
it.
not too much behind it. It was just like, yeah, why not? Yeah, let's go.
Awesome. So,
Yeah.
so definitely a lot for Wormrot fans to look forward to, especially those lucky to live in Europe, right? Because that's where it's happening first. Well,
Yeah.
unless you want to spill some beans.
There are no beans. I mean, for now, it's like we're gonna go on tour and see how it works for both sides, and the future is yet to be written. So
Okay.
I cannot say anything that I have no clue about, because like first we have to make the tour and see how it goes, and that's it.